Hello everyone and welcome to another coaching session together with Jack Howells in the Ferrari around Portimao, and of course Jack is already out on the road. We're gonna join him in the car and we're about to see what he has been up to, what is his current condition and where we are looking towards it.
The hairpin.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the LMH obviously is always understeery, especially in low speed turns, so that you're going to be struggling at turn 5 is a car dependent thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think it's quite good here though, because the like the braking's quite important and the brakes are quite good on this. But no, it just doesn't seem. It seems like it should be far off the pace, but according to Go setups, like Ferrari's one of the fastest cars. In fact, the Toyota's the second quickest.
I would actually have said that Toyota is quicker around here because it's a bit more balanced and easy to drive, but
yeah,
I might be wrong. Certainly, no, it is certainly more an LMH track because you need to be able to be aggressive on the brakes, and there the LMH is usually better.
Yeah. Yeah, they've Go setups had the Lambo at a 30.7, and then the Toyota was 30.8, and the Ferrari at 31.0, I think. So somehow the Lamborghini was like fastest for them. It's bizarre.
I've said this before, like if done right, the Lambo is OP everywhere. Right. But it's just utterly hard to set it up and then drive it quick.
Yeah, makes sense.
So for the coaching process itself, I'm right happy with the new HUD elements, with the new HUD update, because obviously they mean I have total oversight about timing, about deltas, about optimals, about best lap times that have been put in.
Yeah, I think this setup has 35% coast, but I just found it to be a little bit too much rotation, especially in the middle sector.
Yep, perhaps.
Like that right-hander just back there where you go uphill, it's just sometimes just over-rotates way too much. It's probably obviously my fault, but in terms of drivability, like 40%, it's just nice.
No, it has to do with the nature of the corner. Like it goes uphill, so you're compressed, and then once you get towards the apex, it kind of levels out, and then the car gets loose.
Yeah. Like it is doable. It's just, I think, on a consistent level, like 40 just seems better. For me, anyway.
I mean, you need that open coast for the low speed turns to get good rotation.
Like here, for example.
And the next one especially. I actually would try taking first on the exit.
So I've been playing around with first and second, and it's hard to like come up with a direct answer, but like second seems quicker. I don't know why.
Might be because of the high TC setting. If you would crank them a bit down on the cut.
Okay.
Might be that first is better.
Yeah.
But generally, obviously, the Ferrari is a car with a lot of torque on the engine, so you shift it considerably early too.
Yeah. This is probably one of the hardest corners without ABS.
Yeah, but you take it generally good. The problem is like the rear road file and the grip is a bit more on the inside, but actually I appreciate the outside lane a bit more to open up the...
Yeah, I've been toying with that a little bit between inside and outside. I've only been doing, I started with inside, and then I watched a race you did, and you were very much on the outside, so it's...
Yeah, but I'm like the only one taking it really from the outside, like hardly anyone is doing it that much. But for me it actually works for some reason.
The track limits, this exit is awful.
Yep.
And it's easy to do that.
What is your brake bias here?
51.9. I've dropped the brake pressure a bit as well, like 4%.
Okay. Here I really would advise to not have any brake migration and be rather low on the front pressure, because there's a couple of corners where it's easy to lock up the inside front.
Yeah. You mean change it on the fly, or?
Yeah, I mean you can change it now on the fly, you can change it later in the setup.
Oh no, I mean like across a race. Then am I constantly moving it back and forward, or do I just leave it as disabled?
Well, it's up to you. I personally like leaving it just wherever it is. I hate juggling around with all those settings for specific turns.
I know Schumacher used to do it, so it's...
Yeah. I mean, obviously the fastest way to always have an optimal...
Yeah.
An optimal car setup everywhere.
I don't think I have brake migration map, so I'll try it. I'll try it disabled for a lap. But I do feel like locking is quite common.
Yeah, but the brake migration will increase the front end pressure on initial brake, so
okay,
it just takes it away from that a bit.
I generally found I was hitting low 32s towards the end of the stint.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the left sides definitely get abused. Because you can take the last corner mostly almost flat, but it absolutely kills them. So it'll be interesting with managing that in the race.
No, you're taking it wrong at the minute. Like you're slowly rolling towards the entry, and then on the crest you throw the car, and you need to do it the other way around. You need to wait long time with the entry, and then get like a sort of a sharp entry, but before the crest, so it can actually go straight over the crest. So what you want to do is like stay to the left and turn in now, and then you should be able to not having to force the car that much over the crest. Like the later you're able to turn in prior to the crest, the better it will take the jump.
So are you just saying turn in as late as possible?
Yeah. Turn in as late as possible and just be about to cut to the inside of the curb prior to the crest, because then the crest will make you jump a little bit, and then you will just land roughly besides the curb where you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're a tiny little bit too early on the brake, and also a tiny little bit too early, too late on brake release and the hairpin. But this turn it was just fine because you slowed down enough when you actually fully released it. I would try to also dodge that curb on the exit of 7 because it's bumpy.
Too much speed.
Yeah.
If you get like really good, if in quali you can drift that corner and you get about 2/10, it's ridiculous. Just back there.
Yeah, that's part of the new tire, but like I'll try not to drift it at all because it's hard to maintain. Yep, that's almost how you need to take it. A tad more rotation before the crest, and then you're actually just gonna come down from the little jump and have easy turning.
Okay. I think the problem is with that corner. It's so. I mean, I just gained time there. Obviously, I know what you just said, but I don't know where my break point is. I'm genuinely guessing every time. I need to try and find a reliable.
There is a board on the right hand side, and just about when you're there or just about past it, then you want to hit the brakes. It's a bit touch and go though.
Yeah, that's way too early on the brakes.
You were too far to the inside as well in order to carry the momentum.
Yeah. Bit early there as well. Yeah, there's a couple of reference points on here that's just definitely just going to be a case of practicing, I think.
Yeah, almost. I think what helps in that corner is like you could go down in the front ARB, or you put down the energy deploy, because then more of the rotation comes from the rear. As obviously the four-wheel drive would tend to understeer through that turn a bit.
Ah, that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that before.
Give it a try with no power deploy through the right hander once you go through it.
Okay, so at 0 kilowatts essentially. Oh yeah, I saw the board that time. Is it the 100 marker?
I think so. I would need to look at it as well. Again.
Yeah.
But it's like as soon as you come over the crest, there is, I think, the second to go board. This is where you want to hit the brakes. Try to stay off that curb here on the outside. So motor deployed to 0.
It felt better.
It also rotates better, yeah. And now motor deploy back up again, obviously.
Yeah.
So that is obviously the drill that you need to do.
Okay.
Or you can try the stuff with the ARB. It's all about lifting off the pressure from the front left here.
Yeah. I hadn't really thought about that before, because obviously it kicks in at what, 190 k's I think?
Yep.
Four-wheel drive. I hadn't really thought of like toying with that with certain corners.
Yeah, but that's why you do a coaching, right?
Yep. Too early.
Yeah, but the rotation is much better as you were off the brake, so you even didn't lose time.
Yeah, I was on the exit curve there accidentally too.
Yeah, that's also fine. Try to maybe even take it a little bit more late apex-ish. And for this turn, I think you're initially too hard on the brakes, and also you're turning a bit too much to the right already.
Yeah, I think I do it as like a panic, and because I can feel that's what locks it up every time. It's a little bit of steering input, it's like, yep, locked.
Yeah, but you need to get over that anxiety of running a bit too far to the outside.
Yeah.
Now you were too early at the curb.
Okay. It's not a bad lap though for half the time.
That was a good, yeah.
It's because I had... If you can nail this first corner, you can get a lot of lap time.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking hard to do every time.
You can like really mount that curb, you're just not allowed to hit that yellow stuff. Also, what I would try doing in a lot of these turns is like try to semi-throttle it. If you have the ability to only press like 60 or 70% on the throttle, the TC might not kick in as badly.
Also, as you're going through the corner,
yeah,
like, feather it.
I will show you on a lap. Try to take late apex here. Yeah, like this. Okay, and then you would be able to carry a bit more momentum over the crest.
Yeah.
Now only try braking half as much as you did before. And try to stay straight, yes, like this. And here you can coast into the turn and then take the momentum.
Yeah, I think I just need to remember to stay straight there.
Yeah. That looks about alright.
This is an interesting corner as well.
Stay tight. Yeah, just like you do here. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't turn the battery
Too early.
off.
It also turned in too early.
Yeah, I was I was trying to change the battery on the wheel. I need to get used to that. Yeah, you might have to show me what you mean with that turn 1 throttle thing.
It may not beat your lap times, but I'm just trying to get you a technique across.
Yeah. Like first is definitely quicker out of there from what I've tested, but second I feel like it's quicker out of the other ones. But it's a lot slower. Oh, I've missed the turn. It's a lot slower. Of a corner. I forgot like the apex there.
Yeah, I think honestly the TC cut setting is set too high. What is it, 7 or 8?
9, 8, 9? Yeah, 8, so yeah.
Yeah. I would try putting the cut to 6.
Okay.
And the slip to 8 maybe even.
Okay.
Also, what else you can try in order to preserve the front left in the final turn? Once you get to the crest, just as you turn in, lightly lift off the throttle.
Sorry, that's terrible. Terrible example.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. You took a little bit too much of the curb, but you get in there.
Yeah, from testing that I did. If I went like if I attacked that last corner like every lap in a stint, it's like 5% in tyre wear. It's huge. Whereas if you lift, it's a lot. Yeah, you save about 5%.
Yeah, because you're juggling around the balance on the car.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much. You probably lose maybe half a tenth, but then
you will gain more than half a tenth during the remainder of the lap with a better tyre shape.
Yeah, exactly. Not focusing.
Yeah, but that's actually not that bad because that way you can get more momentum onto the straight. It's just about a timing thing.
Okay, yeah, I think I just need to go. I just need to remember to stay straight there. I think the reason why I'm locking is just turning.
Yep. You went down with the TC, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Too much of a lift, maybe?
Maybe it's a bit hard to see from the onboard. It's more about feeling what the car is actually doing, but it looked alright.
So I'll lose a tenth in there every time. And that first corner, because it's so hard to nail it. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
As soon as this track is crazy. As soon as I start talking, you have to be so precise with everything at this track.
It is the most technical track in Le Mans Ultimate for sure.
Yeah. Like I'm doing shit laps because I'm just... Yeah.
Also, like, to me, my gut feeling is that the front end is rolling a bit too much. Like you're correcting literally every turn.
Yeah.
So I would assume a couple of more clicks. I don't know where the ARB is sitting currently.
EP3 and AP2.
Try putting it to AP1 in the back. And keep it at the front.
Okay.
Although EP3 or EP4 at the front.
Will EP4 be stiffer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try EP4.
Will obviously not help for this turn, but may help for the others.
Okay. Yeah, TC feels.
It should be
TC
more
feels better
stable.
through there. Too early again.
Yeah, you should feel an enhanced stability now through 6 and 7.
Yeah. Oh yeah, massive, yeah. Apart from one exit, I think that's my throttle. But that felt better on turning. Like, you can just feel it going as soon as you start turning in, usually.
Yeah, exactly, which is why I think the ARB is too soft.
Yeah.
But of course it needs a bit of adapting because you now need to anticipate the more lazy front end.
Yeah. That's fine, because I was always finding it was rotate, like, especially this corner. Like, that feels way better. I was actually almost finding it was rotating too much anyway.
I mean, alternatively, you could also lower the rear end a bit. That would also help the rear end, or you soften the rear corner spring. But obviously it all may come with other downsides. As
Yeah,
usual.
I think it feels... No, I like how this feels. I don't... It's something I can change on the fly as well, right? So...
Yep.
I think I felt what you meant with the throttle there. That was interesting.
If you're underdriving the car on the throttle and the TC doesn't kick in, it's faster.
Okay. I'd say that's my driving style anyway, underdriving it. Not too aggressive generally.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah, I feel like I can attack that a bit more. I just need to practice it now with a different front end. Like through there, it's just way more stable. A little bit lazier through there, but that might have been me.
I try also to think about turning less and be off the brake.
Yeah, if I was on it a bit then, because I think I was a bit too deep. But I've definitely taken that on board, trying to get off the brake as soon as possible, really. Oh.
Yeah, I think you're also steering a bit too aggressive and too much.
Yeah, I just broke too. Damn it. Definitely feels a little bit lazier through that penultimate corner.
Yeah, for sure, because it also goes
Yeah.
downhill there. You would need a roll, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
I
feels
think-
better.
Yeah. I hear you. I think I'll go out real quick and check a few things. So, first of all, I'm gonna put the same ARBs. What was it? AP1 and 4, right? EP4.
EP4 and an AP1. Yeah, you
Yeah.
said it too.
And then I would go probably TC 978, and with that I would probably attack it once, twice.
970. Okay. Oh, and brake migration disabled.
Yeah. And maybe also you can go click further front with the bias itself. I don't know. Anyway, if you go onto my onboard, I'm gonna just do 2 or 3 laps, maybe not even competitively, but just a couple of pointers I want to give.
Yeah.
So when you go into my onboard,
Here now.
obviously cold tires and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can see with the throttle trace what I'm doing in order to not make the TC going kicking.
Yeah.
So I keep it a lot of like 80% throttle before I really go for it. And then this one I just generally go coasting through anyway, and then I come from the very outside.
Yeah.
To try and take a late apex-ish.
I find with this setup you can't ride that curb too much because it bottoms out. You have to kind of be just on the left of the curb. Right of the curb.
I hope that tire is coming up to live real quick, because otherwise it just takes ages.
Honestly, like optimal is 5 laps, but you could probably do something decent in 3.
So here I really try to put half of the car onto the curb, really stay close there. And then for this one, now you see my car stays kind of tight.
Yeah.
To the, and then obviously I'm using the same setup as you.
Okay.
Oh, way too cold tires still.
Yeah.
So here really try to be on that curb, and then from the very outside, minimum turning, so they just kiss the curb and almost have neutral steering when you come over the crest.
Yeah.
Then obviously for that one you already know, right after that board, still cold tires, off the brake to rotate the car. Here a lot of semi-throttle up until second gear so the TC doesn't kick. Keep missing that apex.
Yeah, cold tires are brutal.
And then
It could be a few laps, yeah.
for this long right-hander, try to really be like straight on the steering, that way you can brake in a straight line and then you turn in late. I just can't get the freaking tires to work, it's a disgrace.
Honestly, like it's 3 or 4 flying laps and you're on your second lap, so...
Yeah, but still, like, I'm trying to show you something and I keep missing out on it because of things.
There might have been... Was there not a tyre warm-up toggle?
Oh, we could have enabled that for next time, yeah.
Yeah. We should probably do that because it saves time, I guess.
I think I'm slightly lifting later than you. If I keep watching the traces, I'll just do another lap.
Lifting later where? The final corner?
The final corner, yeah.
Right.
I'm also lifting a little bit over turn 3 just to not make the TC engage.
Okay.
A little bit of brake, then coast 3 maximum rotation. And then, yeah, huck that curb a little bit. Straightening the steering wheel, try to not mount the curb on the outside. And then I keep actually slightly turning in before the crest, and then I have straight steering and I slow down enough. And then I open up the brakes to allow the front to rotate and carry the speed.
Yeah.
And here's really just late apex. Try to carry as much speed as possible in second gear. A lot of semi-throttle. Early on the brakes, turning in, and then a lot of coasting that will make the car rotate.
Yeah.
And then here from the outside is really upturning late, and then on the crest a slight lift so that the car doesn't jump too much. And then I go actually back on power.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if it... Still not having the temperature really.
No, lap 4 isn't full temperature. Especially with heavy fuel load.
Important to stay inside wide lines here.
Yeah.
Also, the more rotation you can do before the apex, the earlier you can go into the throttle, and then you see on the delta, the time is just rising up. And one more time, staying tight here on that left. A little bit of turning already, brake in the straight line, let the car rotate, and carry maximum speed out of it. Also maybe take first for the downshift and rotation. It might help here.
Yeah, I find that first really gets the rotation. Sometimes too much though on the previous setup, so maybe it will help with the softer front end or rear end.
You can also try using the front motor again. I think maybe actually you're turning too aggressively on the steering wheel also through the final turn. Just when I came through it now, I felt like when you are going to steer a little bit too hard, it just understeers even further. The Ferrari really needs low or minimum input on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Also in that low speed turn actually. Carrying too much momentum.
I wonder if first gear out of the penultimate corner would help a bit. I don't know.
Which one?
The penultimate corner, the second to last?
First? I think it's too fast for first.
No. Yeah, the right-hander coming up in just a sec.
Ah.
So this right-hander now, I think. I'm wondering if first gear. No?
I don't think so. I think it's... it's not necessarily slower, but I think it's faster to just say in second.
Yeah.
As it wouldn't introduce that much of a loose rear end. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I went through the final turn now with 80 kilowatts on the motor map, so give that one a try.
Yeah, that's for the race. That's generally where it sits.
Yes.
That seems to be the best. So okay.
And
so
maybe just take that lift over the crest. So as soon as you're over the crest, the front end relaxes a bit.
Okay. So turning in, but lifting as I get to the crest, but just not turning in as aggressive.
Yeah, yeah. Try to. It is so difficult to do because in Le Mans Ultimate I should have probably put my car to the garage though, so I don't cause a yellow. Because Le Mans Ultimate is generally weak on feeling the front end with the FFP.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I was hoping they were going to do an update to the time model in May, but it's the GT3s again, which is a shame, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because the time model's like, if you get the lockup like just right, it's like 1/10.5 to 2/10 quicker. It's just ridiculous. Oh, that needs to be looked at like immediately. I think it's because not a lot of people can do it, and obviously you can, but you wouldn't stream doing it because it would look bad. But
I mean, if I could keep doing it all the time, I would do it, no matter how it looks. Like, you know, we're esport people, we just take the advantage whatever we can take as long as it's legal.
yeah, but it's just, and the fact that LMDH is now so much quicker in a lot of scenarios, I just like I get why they're looking at GT3s, but come on. GT3s are fine for now, surely. Give the LMHs something. Can't be locking up into a corner to be quicker.
You didn't lift in the right spot, I think.
So lifting, yeah, it's still cold anyway, but is it lifting on the crest? So as it...
ever so just slightly before you hit the top end of the crest, yeah.
Okay. And you're lifting a bit up here as well. 80%.
Just to not make the TC engaging, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a very good slow in, fast out. Yeah, if you stay on that curve, it's actually looking good. Try to take a wider line now into the long right-hander. It's again too tight.
Okay.
We'll be able to carry more speed through the actual turn when going a bit wider. Pretty sure. You have Motec running.
No.
Okay.
I should do it at some point though. So stay tight, yeah, okay.
Here you mount the curb basically on the apex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's getting better. Actually, I think if you are done with the braking prior to the turn-in of turn 6, you can actually take it faster, because it rotates harder when...
Yeah. That's the uphill bit, right?
Yeah,
corner.
the right-hander before
oh
the
no,
uphill.
that's the hairpin.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did you lose connection?
No, it says synchronizing.
Yes.
I just lost the force feedback. I've got it back.
Okay. There's some things happening to that server.
I noticed it in a practice server the other day. It's not just this server, it seems to be Dim Grid in general, I think. It's weird.
What the fuck? Yeah, that was decent. That was 2/10. That was another 10th and a half just from taking that wider line, having a bit more rolling speed. Yeah, very good. If you somehow can at this right-hand hairpin, mount the curb up until the undercut.
Where?
Turn 3.
So,
Hairpin right-hander.
also get on the curve. You're saying.
Get on the curb up until the undercut.
Okay.
Try to stay even wider. Like completely neglect the rear road where it's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a bit tight that time.
Yeah. Where's the delta?
Yeah, my biggest, I cannot get the braking right into there. It costs me so much. Needs a lot of practice, I think.
Yeah, I think you're getting better. Like, you need to be braking straight and be off the brakes before the turn. And
again, that just
yeah,
feels too slow.
that is much better.
Yeah, just a little bit too little speed, I think, right?
Tiny little bit too little, maybe. I think also a bit too much turning. Yeah, too much turning on the steering wheel.
Ah,
Yeah, too aggressive on the brakes. Brake rather early and let the car coast.
yeah.
You're turning also too early into the final turn again. Like you need to be really late where the rear road goes.
Yeah. I tried turning less, but it just doesn't turn. Like when you're saying that, do you mean like I need better rotation on the brake, essentially?
No. Here you just did it right. In the hairpin you were just braking too early and you came off the brake too early. Or like you came to a stop too early.
Okay. Attack that too much. Did I turn in too late there? Just out of interest.
No, but too little in the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, just a small lift through there really helps kind of settle it. That's feels good through there.
Yeah, that looked much better.
Yeah, I see what you mean now, because as soon as you come off the brake, it just kind of kicks it round almost.
Yep.
Which is why this corner is so tricky, because it's just so off-cambered. But if you get that kick of rotation, it just feel like it could just spin quite easily. That was bad.
Should have just been off the brake a couple of meters earlier, then you would have had a nice speed carry through the turn.
Yeah, it's still a mental thing, because it's like, okay, I'm going too fast, I need to hit the brake, but...
Oh, every time I go back into this car, it takes me 15 laps to recalibrate the brain.
Yeah. Well, I think for next season I'm going to go with LMDH, so be less of a headache for both of us.
Let's see. They obviously got their own anomalies.
Yeah, just braking in general, right? It's quite tricky, I think.
Trickier, at least. You're gonna see me tomorrow hit the brakes for the upcoming hairpin, like before the board actually.
Okay.
So probably I need to brake around here. I'll see that's 10 meters difference. So.
Yeah. That's the thing that worries me about LMDH, is that when you're trying to overtake someone, it's just so tricky to outbrake them. You can cause an accident very easily. So that's definitely be a thing to get used to.
Ah, almost out. It needs a special feeling for this turn. I can't. I tried describing it as good as possible, but once you get it right once, you'll know exactly how it needs to feel.
Yeah. I think a lot of today will be putting into practice what you've said, so it'll take a bit of time.
It is the most technical track available here.
Yeah. And probably one of the hardest for multi-class as well, would you say? Especially with the middle sector?
Yeah, juggling with the traffic's going to be crucial. Too many corners where you can be held up by GTs.
Yeah. See, how's that a cut? It's brutal there. Must have just been over that line.
Yeah, it's quite harsh there.
Yeah, that's why I think fuel saving is, especially with the 2 times fuel. Too early there. Fuel saving just makes sense because you're gonna get stuck.
Fuel saving will always make sense.
Yeah. I don't think you can 2-stop it like Fuji, but it's not far off. Ah,
There you go.
I felt that. I didn't listen to my brain that time and it turned in. I'm not paying attention. Trouble is, it's just trying to hook a lap together. It's always just these big mistakes.
Yeah, good luck hooking that.
It's good though, because it means everyone else will have the same problem, so it should be an interesting race.
Yeah, that was a brilliant hairpin.
Yeah.
Sadly, just a bit too much of a tank slapper, otherwise looking good.
Yeah.
Problem is, once you lock up that inside tire, the deceleration is too bad. And then the front left loads up too much.
Yeah. Yeah, once you lock it up, you're screwed pretty much. That's what it feels like.
This is exactly what you should do.
Yeah. That felt different.
This is exactly what you should do.
Okay.
A little bit too late off the brake.
Okay. So again, like, in my head when you say that, I just think, I feel like I just couldn't take it off any earlier because of the speed, but you get the rotation if you do come off.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to force yourself.
Yeah. Not enough speed, really.
Yeah, but you still keep turning when you hit the brake. You need to be turning before and then hit the brake once you're done with the turn. So when you straighten out the wheel.
Yeah. Damn it. I know what I'm looking for there though now. I know what to do there.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
Just one more lap. See what I mean? Like it just.
Yeah.
I tried to lift off early there, but then I feel like it's just too much speed. It's weird. Definitely something to obviously test and play around with anyway.
You need to come off the brake at a certain speed, of course.
Yeah.
That's why I always keep saying you need to be done with the braking before turning in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better. I got one more.
Will the session run out?
Yeah, you should be able to get it in.
Okay. Not too early.
Remember, not steer during braking.
I think it's gonna kick me out.
No.
I think it...
Yeah, okay.
I thought it might do that.
I need to check because like the session overtime has been set to 2 minutes, so I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay, interesting. Okay, that's cool though. I mean, it feels. I know what I need to do.
Woody.
Yeah.
And of course, if any questions, just reach out.
Yeah. No, thank you for coming. I always appreciate your time and stuff. Yeah, I think a lot of it's just going to be a case of just practicing that braking because that I feel like the hairpin that was good because I managed to just get off the braking time, which put me on the apex.
But also you were like 5 to 10 kph slower when you had to come off the brake, so
Yeah,
that obviously plays a major role too.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
Cheers.
Cool. All right. Thank you for your time.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Alright guys, and if that is interesting for you, if you want to get your own coaching going, then please let me know down in the comments area below or mail me simracing@mitchy-hire.com. Get your own coaching session ready for us, and then we meet each other on the server and we're doing similar work. All of you guys, thank you so much for watching and enjoy the time.